Today we'll be starting with our Fiori session. So does anyone have any idea about what is Fiori or what does Fiori mean? Abdul, I guess you might know you work as an end user. So what do you mean by Fiori or what does Fiori mean? Have you seen Fiori?
No, man. We don't know about
Okay,
Fiori.
okay, fine. Let me share my screen. So I'll be starting with the session. Okay, fine. So this is a Fiori screen. Okay, so how did I got this link? I'll get to it. But the thing with Fury is you can see the flower. Okay, what does this flower represent? Fiori is a Italian word. In Italian language, Fiori means a flower. So a flower has petals. Okay, so these there will be always petals, no matter whichever version you are working on. So it will have petals of flowers. So this is a Fiori. Now let's get back to our presentation. So today I'll be introducing on Fiori. We'll get an introduction, the functionality and the architecture. So architecture is not important. I like to read a lot, so I went and had a little dig up of what is the architecture of Fiori. So I'll share you that. I'll try to explain you what uh, architecture is in there in the Fiori. So let's come to the intro of the Fiori. So Fiori is nothing but a application for a better user experience. So what is user experience? Let's say you are working on a GUI. So in GUI you had ME21N, you had ME11. So what happens in Fiori? In the Fiori you will have to go to the transaction codes. You'll have to remember everything. But in Fiori, what happens? You can use the catalogs. You can use the tiles. So I'll explain you what catalog is. Let's say T code is a tile. Okay, so every T code is assigned to one particular singular tile, and so in what so the UX becomes very simple. So first thing was simplicity. Then next, the second thing was that when you launch Fiori, it can be worked upon on the browser and even on the desktop. So I've pasted a screenshot. This is what Fiori looks like. Let me zoom in. So you can use it even on your phone. So this is a screenshot of a phone. In this, you can use the Fiori. So Fiori licenses of the smart devices like phone or your Android device or your Apple device will have a separate cost, and the costing of this will also be separate. The web portals of the Fiori Launchpad will have a cheaper cost, and the phone applications are developed on a Android SDK. So that is costed differently. So it's much easier to use in the phone, but the development difficulty is more. So the cost is also variable. So in if you in case you uh, in your later projects you'll become at a managerial role, that is why all these parts are also important, that how much efforts are needed to develop this Fiori tiles. Okay, so coming back to this, so you can use this Fiori even on your desktop, your tablets, smartphones. So this is a device agnostic. So device agnostic is nothing but it is versatile. Like Fiori is versatile. You can use it on any devices or any smartphone or any tablets. So and this there is a business role base relevance. So let's say you are a buyer. So I've also pasted one the screenshot here, I guess. Okay, let's say you're a buyer. Okay, so what a buyer does is they procure, right? So let's say put I want to place a PO to XYZ vendor. So in the Fiori tile, I have opened the Fiori application. I'll show you this also. In this, there is a role. SAP gives role in the Fiori tile itself. So this is a business role. You can see cash manager has this role. This is the cash specialist, the buyer, operational clerk, and the settlement clerk. So who can display the PO? All these people can, but who can make the PO? Only the purchaser or the operation clerk can. So you will have different roles based on the Fiori application. Otherwise, it was very difficult to give the roles based on the T codes. So what happens in Fiori? It is a role based. Uh, it was role based. That is why we use Fiori. Next, the design is simple, responsive, and delightful. So w- the design is simple. What does that mean? So it means whenever you want to search anything, or whenever you don't know the T code, now the simplicity lies in you will not remember all the T codes. You will not remember all the analytical apps or all the KPI sheets. So what happens in Fiori? You can you can simply go to the let's say you want to have the Migo transfer posting. I don't know the T code of Migo, or Migo underscore TR is the T code of transfer posting. So what I'll do is I'll go to the search bar. I'll put Migo transfer posting or transfer posting. So the T code will come there. Likewise, the response time is also very efficient because it is on the HANA database. Delightful. It has very blissful colors. So there are themes of blaze. There's a theme I've written in the last slide. I'll also tell you that. So Bezel, I think Bezel, it's pronounced Bezel as themes. So there are two or three themes: SAP Classic theme, Blaze theme, contrast, high contrast, whichever you want. So whatever suits your eye, you can change all these themes uh, based on your comfort level. Then the SAP Business Suite can be accessed to the SAP Logon Launchpad. So the Logon pad is this. Okay, one second. Okay, so this is the Logon pad. So how I went here. Let's also close this. So this is the T code, right? I'll put /n, and I'll also put UI2 slash FLP. So this is some T code that this is the T code that will give me the link. Okay, so the warning in SAP Security GUI is the system is trying to execute the following program with the following file. So this is nothing but it will run a link. It will run a link to the SAP server. I can copy this. When I copy, I'll click on OK. But this is our SAP. Uh, this is our Edge. So this you sorry Internet Explorer. You guys might remember Internet Explorer got discontinued by Microsoft. So what happens in Internet Explorer? You'll not be able to use it. You will always see this page. Okay, so what I can do is I can either copy this, or I have a copied I have a copied link. Now what I'll do is I'll go to our browser. I'll go click paste. Now when I pasted this, what happened? I got a SAP logo. I got this Fiori screen, and it says copyright at 24 SAP SE. So SAP SE is our the parent company SAP. Okay, so we can log in with the same link. So let me log in once again. Okay, I can also go settings. Panel. It's not there. What is the name? S22 user. Oh, okay. So my password. I click on log on. So when I logged on, it gives an interactive button. So when I logged on, it is loading. I think it might be a network issue. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay. So this is getting logged on. It will take some time. I don't know why this is slow. So when it will log on, it will display our tiles. So a tile can be have spaces. They can have drop down of functions. I'll explain you every single bit of it. Okay. Uh, so this is our SAP Launchpad. This is our SAP Fiori. You can copy the link via our T code, and this is the Launchpad. Okay. So we have different fields here. Okay, this is slow. Anyways, so this is our business suite. So the business suite is our SAP Launchpad, which can be accessed through the GUI. So, okay. So SAP Fiori has 300 role-based applications like HR, manufacturing, finance, and MM also. So when you open, this is what I told you. This is what I told you. So when you open the Fiori application, you will see a picture of flowers. In it is because Fiori in Italian means flowers. So you will see flowers when you open it. There are different themes. Let's go to edit homepage. So now find settings. So in settings, you will have appearances. So appearances. Okay, this is SAP Belize. You can set any. So right now, quads is set. SAP Belize is a very soothing theme for your eyes. So if you have long working hours, you can also set this. Okay. So in my current client, we are using Belize only. So let me refresh it. It appears with the flowers in the middle. So it has flowers in the center. There are three petals. Okay, so it's loading. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so how was SAP born? So SAP in 2010, so in 2013, SAP introduced Fiori. So the Fiori was also given history for it, the timeline. Okay, one second. Okay, the timeline. So in 2013, SAP launched the Fiori. So they have evolved with a collection of apps. Now they are on 3,000. They started with 24 or 25 apps back in 2013. They had finance and BI. The first app was launched for BI BW. So BI is business integration and BW is business warehouse. So when you do when you have a business warehouse is nothing but you have a separate server. So they launched SAP analytical apps on BW server back in 2013. Then they started to evolve. From there, they started to enhance the user experience based on the SAP software. Then SAP S4 HANA was introduced. Then came the success factor. Now Ariba, you have heard in 2017 Ariba came, right? But SAP acquired Ariba in 2010. They acquired Ariba. Now they have SAP Ariba mobile solution, SAP Hybris for their CRM solution. So likewise, SAP is evolving day by day. And in 2016, SAP Theory 2.0 was launched. In 2019, on the 1909, the Fiori Design 3 was launched. 1909. So the 19 is the year, and 09 is your month. So the month that it was launched. So then in the cloud version, 1908, it was uh, updated for SAP Cloud. So you have the SAP themes. So said the Belize theme. The Belize theme is used in Fiori 2.0. Belize theme is also good. Quads is also a very good theme in the. It's a successor of Belize. So currently the settings was on Quads. I changed it to Belize. So these are some basic end user settings. So okay, let me shift this timeline to starting only. Okay. Okay. So when they researched, they found a lot of apps. Now the common applications they have are manager employee interactions such as leave request, travel requests in SAP Concur. So SAP Concur is a very good SAP HCM or HR solution. In HR module, they have SAP Concur. So it involves very minimum or zero interaction. Then you can raise your leave request, travel requests, approval, appraisals, everything is there. And then you can also raise your tax claims, rents, whatever facilities you're getting in the HR module. Now these GUI has more than 300,000 screens. Okay, and they have various functions on it. So in this, whenever you open any application, let's say you're opening manage purchase order, or you're opening. uh, display purchase order, you have a lot of screens. Every screen has a different layout. Likewise, we have custom applications, and in those we also have different applications. So different screens. So in each screen, SAP Fiori will work. So I will explain you how SAP Fiori works. So let's go to okay, one second. Okay, so this is what I have explained before. I'll sum it up also. So in SAP Fiori, you have a good customer grade experience, and you have users that will use the simple screen to run on their device. Then you have guidelines and tools. So whenever I click, let's say whenever I have a tile, I think I don't have a tile. Let's put ME21N here. Okay, so when I have a tile, or I'm not sure why it is not visible here. I'll need to recheck it was working fine before. So when I have a tile, I'll go to this ME21N, or I can use uh, create purchase order. CHPRCHASC. Okay, so I need to type the spelling correct first thing. If I don't type the spelling correct, it will not load. It will show red in this that I have typed some grammatical error. It will not load. So right now it's loading. It's slow. Okay, so now in the SAP Fiori, we have some certain guidelines, some tools that we use in SAP, and we build our eh, we build our apps, and the layout or the UI or the UX experience is consistent. So consistency means all the apps will have certain functionalities which will work, and they have some certain uh, OData services, CS, CSIF services, and OData services. So each application is needed to be activated by your Fiori consultant. So this is our Fiori. But the catch in Fiori is we are using SAP Fiori UI5. This SAP Fiori, the difference between UI5, why I'm calling it UI5 and not Fiori, uh, because SAP Fiori was there till Fiori zero, Fiori the first version of it. Now SAP Fiori UI5 is there. So what does UI5 means? It is nothing but your uh, your HTML5. So it's an integration with the HTML5 and your certain other languages, that is CSS and the JavaScript. Okay, one second. I okay. Okay. So this is the language that we are using on SAP UI5, and the HTML5 makes it makes it number 5. The UI is for CSS. HTML is used with CSS for your stylings. Okay, CSS means cascade styling sheet. HTML is a HTML is a language, a certain that has some certain functionality, which will put the spacings. You can put the paddings. You can use. You can set how this works. Okay, so this is a little technical, so I'm not going a lot in deep into it. So I'll go back once. There's one concept I needed to explain. Okay, so how was SAP Fiori born? So right now we have seen it has 300,000 screens. A demand was there for manager employee interactions, and we have to we have to upgrade ourselves. So there is a thing called decide to renew. So when I explain, nobody question what is why it is written renew. So renew means that whatever applications are there, we will renew them, right? So these are new applications. There are three types of SAP Fiori applications. This is a concept only. So with this concept, what SAP did was we have three types of applications in SAP Fiori: the new applications, the renew applications, and the enable applications. The new applications are the applications that SAP has given to us. Let's say Okay, it's still not loaded. Okay, so in the new applications, we have some analytical apps. There's an app called Manage Purchase Order. Okay, one second. Okay, so I'll give you one example. I'll make you remember it easily. So Manage Purchase Order. So this is a app. This is an app. So this app is only available in Fiori. This is not available on GUI. You ask why? Then the simple answer to this is SAP has given some certain UX strategy. So UX is user experience. So this strategy includes that with SAP Fiori, when you take S4 HANA as a solution, so with this comes the SAP Fiori. Correct. Now what happens in SAP Fiori? SAP gave some SAP gave some ME2N, ME81FN, or ME2M, ME2L, ME2T. All these applications are there, but you don't have an application for the workflows. You don't know which workflow is with the which engineer. You don't have any graphic representations. You don't know how much cost or the budget or the services have been consumed or the materials have been procured, like you did the GR, right? So you don't know what amount or what value has been taken away from your PO or taken out from your PO. This means consumption. Who is the approver? Where is the PO stuck? Can you recall the PO? All these are a part of new applications. Then renew. What does renew mean? Let's say ME11. You have info records. Okay. Okay. Let me write info record only. Info record. Then in bracket I'll write ME11. Okay. So renew means it. Let's say you have some old application ME21N. So ME21N will have a same layout. I was trying to show you. Okay, it came now. Trying to show you all these styles. One second. Reporting, substances, information, reconciliation, payment. It's not coming. Billing, documents, purchasing, configuration, sales, billing. Okay, let me find it till then. I'll explain. So renew application. Renew means you already have some certain application. Let's say the purchase order. Let me search it like this. So when you have ME21 in the system, SAP GUI system I'm talking about. Now you can see how this looks like, how the screen is. You can see all this, right? The same functionality will be available in the SAP Fiori. So in SAP Fiori, what happens when you search it, it will find it. It will find the application. I think there are a lot of rules or the there's a speed issue here. Or definitely, okay, the server is slow. We might need to talk with some basis team if they have. The server is very slow. You can see the results are 4. So when I put create purchase order, you'll see create purchase order advanced, create purchase order, and 2 other applications related to purchase order, that is display change. So SAP Fiori will search in its database what all tiles means T codes only, what all tiles are there for the purchase order, what which the end user has searched. So whatever T code I'm using in GUI has been renewed. Renew means has been renewed in the SAP Fiori. So the new means some new applications have been introduced, like managed purchase order, managed service entry sheet for lean services, and the info record or the ME21N. Then comes the enable. Enable means the applications that are customized. So I cannot give you example of this right now. Uh, okay. Post this session, when the recording is over, if you guys stay, I'll give you one good example from my current project. Okay, one second. So let's say you guys might have worked on MMAM. So MMAM is a T code to extend the material master from one. Okay, let's open that. Then it will be much easier. Okay, so MMAM. So you can change the material type. You can extend one material type into, and you can change it to another. It will permanently set the old material type, and it will replace to the new material type. So I have customized this. So custom developments are there. There are always custom developments. You cannot stop custom developments. But the custom developments work on certain logics. Let's say there's a solution gap. Now my client is asking to change the metal type in mass. I'll not go and change one metal type one by one. There's no way to do it. Or let's say slash and mm01. Okay, so mm01 is for create material. I cannot mass create material. If I want to create mask the materials and mass, I need a BAPI. So the work of BAPI is very it's like it will take a lot of time to create a material from BAPI. So if you have technical knowledge, then only you can create. But how will the end user do it? So you will create a custom Z code for this mass upload. Like I have ZMM underscore MM underscore upload. So what I do is I go to that T code, particular T code, then I upload. How will the end user see? So the end user will go, they will see that in the they will see that the same T code in the Fiori. So this means enable. So this is just a theory concept. What does enable means? What does renew means? This is just a theory concept. So all the custom application. CATI1. Okay, custom applications. So custom applications, whatever custom applications you have, all the Z applications you have in your SAP GUI, that they can be extended to the SAP Fiori. Okay, let's say I'll give you one example also. Let's say you have a Z. So Z for Z, what you can do is ZMM underscore MM01. So MM01 means your MM, then upload. So you're uploading some application. Sorry, you're uploading some master data in a custom application. This is an end user activity. Okay, so after this concept, let's go the Fiori concept. Okay, I think we have done this right. Fiori concept. Then the types of Fiori. So what are the types of Fiori applications? Till here, do you have any doubt? Because after this, we'll get to architecture. It will be very tough to understand if you are not attentive enough. Can I get any doubts here? Hello. Are there any doubts, Prerna, Rajkumar?
Hello.
Yeah. Do you have any doubts? Anuradha, Subramanyam, Rajkumar.
Hello.
Yeah.
So it is the same like the SAP GUI, but uh, in a URL format that you are saying, correct?
Almost yes. But you have customizations also. You have analytical apps also. I'll go to analytical apps now after this.
Okay.
So
And the
mhm,
and this
continue.
is going to be used by the end user.
Yes, you will also use this. So by the end of this session, I'll tell you one error that I got recently,
Okay.
and I discovered something new today about Fiori applications only.
Oh,
So I'll tell you both of it. In Fiori, you should know how Fiori works. What is the role of Fiori? How the role-based functionality of Fiori works? What are the front-end roles and what are the back-end roles? So in the next session, I'll tell you the role authorization. So it is not in your brochure, but as a since you're learning for implementation, you're you're going for career switch. Someone is going for skill upgrade. So you guys should know what is the authorization matrix. So next session I'll start with authorization matrix. That is why I'm trying to speed the session up. Okay,
okay. And what is the web application is going to use here?
web application. Okay, so I'll show you the applications. currently this SAP is not working, right? I don't know when this will get loaded, so that is an issue. It was working fine. Maybe there's a server load. I need to send this to Prashun or Mayur once to get it checked up. There are applications that are assigned, but it is not loading. So I cannot show you how these applications look, but definitely I can show you some end user work. So with which you will have a better idea. And there are also some certain shortcut keys like SU53. So I've not written that the same in this because it's a GUI thing also. So we can work on all your basic Fiori skills. So Fiori, like functional consultants, we should know what theme is what, how our tiles look, and from the next session onwards, we'll be covering info records, purchase groups, POs, the basic P2P cycle, and all the other scenarios and the STO in the Fiori only. So with Fiori, the simplicity is there. In GUI, you can work on GUI always, but the thing is, when you are at a client location or when you are encountering a client, you should know how their tiles look. What is the screen layout? So for consultants, it is very mandatory to remember how how the Fiori layout looks. So in ME21N, you should know where is the currency key, where's the partner functions, uh, where's the delivery address, where's the payment terms, where is the version. So all this will be taught, but in the next sessions. Okay, so if you have any doubts till this 8 slides, let me know. So I have given the intro. So by now you guys know that in SAP Business Suite we use Fiori for our desktop, tablet, smartphones. Then the timeline came. You can read. I have already explained once. Then you have different multiple devices, and it is uh, it is the Fiori is designed on guidelines. Some certain guidelines are there. Then it has a lot of screens. Interaction is there. Simplicity and consistency is must. The adaptive, simple, coherent, delightful, and role based. So this is the design principle. Fiori concept. Okay, Fiori design. Okay. Then comes why SAP was born. SAP Fiori. Okay, Fiori design principle. SAP born. Okay, concept. SAP Fiori concept. Okay, so now we have three types of apps. One is transactional apps. So the transactional apps. Okay, we don't have object pages. It is same only. So we have transactional apps. So what are transactional apps? Whenever we have interactions, let's say you have a manager interaction, or uh, you have some leave requests, so then you have transactions. You will use transitional apps. So you have a leave request, transitional request, travel request, sorry. Then you will use this. So the transitional apps are best run on SAP HANA database and can be deployed with the acceptable performance on any other database also. So we use simple transactions for this. Then comes fact sheets. So fact sheets are nothing but some transactions that run on the SAP Fiori. You can drill down the information. Let's say you're on SAP PO. Now, when you click on the line item of material master, you will go you'll go to the material master details. Likewise, in SAP Fiori tiles, you can drill down to the photo details. All these are called fact sheets. So these are just there, and you can call fact sheets in the Fiori Launchpad also. So they'll come in the search results. Okay, then comes the analytical apps. So analytical apps will give you insights. So I gave you one example of this manage purchase order. So this is an analytical app. What analytical app does is they'll give you KPIs, indicators, matrices. So how much is there in your cart? Let's say I have a I have a purchase group. So now I want one graph. I want one graph that who was the uh, who was the purchase group which had the most expenditure in terms of orders, or who has made the most return deliveries, or who has transferred the most materials. So I have a analytical app for all these situations. In real time operation, the upper management needs some KPIs to understand our uh, information or the analytical indicators. So now what happens with this is we combine the data and the analytical power of S4 HANA and integrate with the components of SAP Fiori. So as I explained in managed purchase order, likewise you have managed purchase contracts. So I'll also show you the application in the Fiori Launchpad. Okay, so I think let's go to Fiori architecture. Okay, let's increase the size. Okay, so what happens in Fiori architecture is you have phone, you have your tablet, then you have your desktop or laptop. It goes into a layer of web dispatcher. Don't think it as a some typical stuff. You should not know this. Okay, this is something that only the Fiori guy should know. But as consultants, we should know what is a web dispatcher. So SAP web dispatcher is just a layer that works with SAP, and it gives the data back to the SAP front-end server, SAP ABAP for front-end server. And there is a SAP backend server also. So the front end and the back end works with your SAP NetWearer. So whenever you log in into SAP GUI, then all the transactions in S4 HANA, I'm talking about S4 HANA, it's a 4-level architecture. In that, it works on a front end server and a back end server. All the transactions are covered with the SAP NetWearer. So whenever you log in with your phone, tablet, or PC in Fiori, some transactions or some data goes into SAP Web Dispatcher. It goes into the backend server. It goes into the front end server. It goes into the SAP XS. XS means your experience engine. Then there's a data level layer. So let's not go into database because I'm also not sure about a lot of S4 HANA database. It's something that SAP Lab does. It's not related to us. This is just a SAP Labs thing. So till here, it is a basic knowledge of Fiori architecture. Then comes the design methodology. So SAP Fiori has a design methodology that has the look and feel of all SAP application, which are consistent in look. So we have SAP suite of products that has SAP success factors, Concur, Ariba. So SAP has design templates of Fiori elements. So all these design elements have a floor plan. So a floor plan is nothing but how the SAP applications will look. So analytical apps will have some certain graphs, bar graphs, or pie charts like that. Your normal apps of transactional apps like ME21N or the leave request or the employee travel request, all these will have a certain design and look and feel. So this is just a floor plan. So they will have it for all standard apps. However, if you have a custom app or the custom development that is integrated in the SAP as a sorry as a one second as an enabled app. So these you use enabled tools. So if you use enabled tools, then all these will have a different floor plan. So this is nothing but how your SAP will look and feel. SAP screen will look and feel. Okay, so in Fiori, in Fiori homepage, you have a landing portal of S4 HANA. So you can have what are the spaces, pages, and tiles and application. So what is a space? A space is a part of a page that has a particular function, like warehousing or finance. So I have given all these, what is space, section, pages. So this is a space. This is our workspace. So this is not just space. It can also be called as workspace. So when you log in, let me zoom in. So when you log in, you'll have your SAP screen. Some SAP screen will look like this. In warehouse management, you'll get this screen: outbound delivery monitor, all these: change delivery, outbound delivery, return delivery to stock. This is a SAP space. In SAP space, you will have tiles. All these are tiles: return delivery to stock, or this change outbound delivery. These are tiles. These are nothing but are tiles. And in each page, this is a page will have a drop down. Okay, so this drop down means you can do certain stuff in this, like picking, packing, stock, bins. This is this is some warehouse related stuff. You don't need to look into that. Let's say you have a materials management page. Then you will have inventory management, you will have purchasing, you will have PO, you will have info records. Like this, there will be pages. Then there comes section. So in each page, you will have some subsections. In subsections, you'll have all these. So let's go back. Okay. So spaces are a part of a page that refers to a particular function. Pages are a dedicated dedicated area within a space, and the examples are subfunctions. Then in the page, there are various sections which are subdivided as functions. So you can find picking and packing as a page, and you have subsections as delivery, transport orders, etc. So likewise, in this you'll have subsections for deliveries, transport orders, etc. Now comes Fiori design principle. Okay, so we have gone through the architecture. We have gone through the design principle was before. Okay, so design principle was role based, coherent, adaptive, simple, delightful. So we have gone through this already. Sequence. Okay, so I gave you the T code already. So this is the T code that we executed: UI2/FLP. So UI2 means your UI for this. You can also use /n, then you can use, if so, let's say if you're on a SIP, and if you're on a different screen. Okay, so it came. Okay, nice. So now when I googled, sorry, when I put on the search bar create purchase order, it showed me 3-4 tiles. Okay, now I have create purchase order via purchase something. Then I have this icon. In each tile there is some icon. It has a page with $sign and a plus sign. So I can click on this. It will show me create purchase order advance. You can see SAP GUI for HTML. It came. It was slow. That is why it lagged. Okay, let's zoom out a little. Okay, so now it's much clearer, I think. So whatever things you have on your SAP GUI, we can compare it side by side. Okay, so it got closed once again. I think there's only one session allowed at one time. That's why it got closed. Anyways, okay, so you can see you have the same document types: WPO, standard PO, everything is there. You have the same supplier. You have the global parameters: account assignment category, item category, material types. You have the same header settings: delivery, invoice tab, conditions, whatever pricing conditions you will take, plant, partners, sorry, additional data, or data. In this you have purchase organization. Everything is there. You can also scroll to the right in the item overview. You can also see that there's the purchase document, RFQ, outline agreement, references you can take. Likewise, you can also have layouts. So once again, there's a layout button. Okay, it doesn't have layouts. Okay, this doesn't have layouts. Okay, now in the item section, you will have all the item details. Let's close this. Okay, currently I don't have any item, so it's not showing, but star 99. So right now it's giving me error. Let's minimize. Okay, it has the same screen. The material data will be there, info record tick is there, supplier batch, quantities will be there, delivery schedule, invoices, conditions, the delivery address, everything will be there. Everything is same. Just the layout of this application is changed. And we have other button also, create, other purchase order, hold, check, display messages, help. So whenever you get error, you can go here, you can click this, it will show the messages, or else you can click on display message. Likewise, you will get it is maintained, it is procured internally, enter plant, purchase organization, everything will be there. Then there is a personal settings. You can set in SAP GUI also, you can set as personal settings. Here you can directly go there. You can put default values. So in standard PO, what will be the default value? Let's say I have okay, let's use standard only. Then I have different purchase organizations. So let's say ALP. Okay, alpha came. Now AL. Okay, purchasing group will be something alpha. Okay, alpha purchasing group came. Now the company code will be ALP. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not coming. Let's skip. Okay, so you can also add more fields. So whatever was there in S4 HANA GUI, it's there in S4 HANA Fiori also. Next comes all these settings. You have different settings. You can also go to recent activities. Let's say a user comes to you and says that okay, so this is a workflow application, managed workflow application. Let's say I'll give you example with this. Let's say a user comes to you and says, sir, that we didn't open the managed workflow application and somehow task got approved. So first you can go here in the button, you close. You can go in the button with the user. You can use the recent activities. You can check what activities were used. You can also go to the frequent activities, frequent accesses that the user is using. Next comes the app finder. The app finder is like you have different separate catalogs. So a catalog is let's say a catalog is like your folder type in which there are separate tiles. So in each catalog, so whenever you want to find one app, always go to a catalog. So you will find a lot of catalogs here. So all the catalogs will be role based. You can see ACM clerk. I'll go to the purchasing only. Here I'll get easily. Okay, this is taking a lot of time. Anyways, okay. So when you go to the catalog, you'll find a lot of role base, ACM, ATM, something. All these are some employee types. There are different employees in an organization, and particularly you'll have like roles. Okay, let's go to it's lagging a lot. I'll try to ask if they can make it faster. Okay, Okay, I will try to wind up session in next 5 to 10 minutes. So we have very small thing that is left. So every app that we have is there on the Fiori Launchpad. So we have a lot of apps. So SAP has given a Fiori apps library. So whatever application I showed you here, all these applications are a part of Fiori app library. I showed you this before because in Fiori apps library, you can put Fiori app library, and you can see what apps are there, what the CSIF services are used, what OData services are used. So you have SAP Fiori app library. In there, you can go, you can explore, plan, implement Fiori apps. So explore means you can search what is relevant to you. You can plan when and how to implement it. And when you give the requirements to your technical team, they will implement the Fiori app based on the UI5, SAP Fiori UI5 uh, te- uh, implementation path, implementation ways. Okay, so the SAP Fiori app library has the reference and provide the following information: overview of the all the apps that are available. Even you will see the apps that are only available for cloud. You can see the key information of each app, the technical data, installation and configuration information. So in configuration, you can see OData services and CSIF services, the past app versions, aggregated installation and configuration information, the resources related to it, okay, like product ability matrix, maintenance planner, and the SAP Fiori apps that are fitting your match. So we have a link. So I have a I have pasted this link directly. I've pasted this link directly. I'll go copy. What I can do is I can Google. I have already searched to save time SAP Fiori Launchpad. If I click on it, it will okay, SAP Fiori Launchpad. One second. Okay, let's go here only. Okay, the Launchpad will not give you the same result. It will be SAP Fiori app library. So when you go here, the first link will be SAP Fiori app library references. So when you click on it, you will open up to the same link that I pasted, Fiori app library, HANA on demand. So HANA on demand means when you have cloud applications, or you have any SAP business suite, or you have SAP BTP Lighthouse applications, you will land up in the same screen. Okay, let's go here and put ME21N. So ME21N is our create purchase order advance. So I've also pasted a screenshot of ME21N here. I've already Googled it for you guys. Sorry, searched for you guys. Okay, so when you ME23N, you'll see all the roles. I'll tell you how I went here. First, let's start with this. So here we have app details. When I clicked on it, it came create purchase order advanced. We have all the informations till from 1610. We have all the informations. Currently, the SAP version is SAP 2023 FPS01. So FP is your the version, current version, and S01 means your support version. So there are support packages. The version is one. The version was two for the support package. So let's say if I have 1909, I will use this. So if I have 2022, I'll use this. But my support version is this, then I'll use this. So let's check for 2022. What was the information? So it will update. It will update according to 2022. Sorry, 2020, not 2023 or other applications. So if I have 1909, it will reload. It will reload and it will show the relevant informations only. So let's go. Okay, so you can also read this. So this is a HTML based transaction, and you have seamless experience. Then SAP Fiori 3 is used. certain role-based applications are there, central role-based applications are there. Then you can also go, you can also see what are the other applications related to it. Here is the implementation information. So this is not relevant to you guys, but you should know. You can use this SAP important SAP notes. This will be relevant to your basis team. Then comes the installation information. So this is relevant to your SAP Fiori team. So there will be a Fiori technical consultant who will use this installation information. Then comes the configuration. So in configuration, you you will use this services once again. Okay, app launcher. Okay, this is an app launcher. This is your target mapping. One second, business catalogs. There. Okay. Okay, so these are technical catalogs. The technical team will be there who will use this. Then there's a business catalog. So a catalog is nothing but a folder. So I have explained you a little about the catalog. In this, these all are your catalogs. In this, you will have tiles. So catalog is nothing but a tile. If you go to the user menu, each user has some separate. Each user has some separate uh, catalogs. So you can customize your catalog also. You can use that. Then you have SAP business groups. Then let's go to support. Okay. In support, you can see the application component. So sometimes you have integration with and FI. Let's say you have MR11. You have another tile called MR11. In this, in this, you will see the implementation information related apps. When you go here, this is MMIV CA. So this is related to inventory management CA. So if you have any issues with this application, you can go to SAP, raise a service request to SAP, and you can use this application component. So this is nothing but your the component that which part of SAP module. So which module is dealing with this? is dealing with this. So likewise, you have different applications. Okay, this was one thing I wanted to tell you guys. I don't find it. Installation. Support package. Okay, so this was a support package I was telling you. This is the product version. This is the support package. Okay. There were some services that was there earlier. Let me check. 1909. Some OData services are needed to be activated for all tiles. So I'm not able to find it here right now. But when you go to the configuration, under the configuration, in the second before this app launcher, there's a thing called the OData services. So the OData services are only relevant to you if you're using the SAP applications. Otherwise, there are no OData services that are used for all of the processes. Okay, this also doesn't have. Okay, yeah, it has. Okay, so this is the ICF notes. This PFCG. Okay, this is the OData services. This was this under the configuration. Like I said, or the second field, you have OData services. So this OData services must be activated. So why I was trying to find it, I was trying so hard to find it because when you have SAP application and let's say you have service entry sheet application or you have purchase order application and the tile is not loading. So the only reason behind a tile not loading is the OData services are activated incorrectly. So there must be a mistake on the part of the Fiori consultant. Only then this OData services must be deactivated and reactivated. So this is one thing which you should know. And this is S4 core, your software version, component version S4 core. And these are patch levels, versions of patch levels. Okay, so I have worked with the upgrade of my S4 HANA 1909 from support package 1 to support package 7. So I know this because my application of SES got stuck for 7 days. So you'll need all this little information to survive in your day-to-day uh, support project also. So every day is a fight. Okay, let's you now you know the architecture also. This is SAP Fiori architecture. I've already explained. SAP Fiori apps works with SAP data services. It goes to the web layer. In the web layer, you have Fiori applications, packed apps. In the on-premise system, you have OData services, which works. Okay, I think somebody raised hand. Yes, Subramaniam.
Hi, ma'am. Can you please share this PPT also to the
I'll
website?
share the PPT. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm going to conclude only. Okay, so on-premise, it works the same with the packaged layer, and in the SAP cloud, you have SAP in Eclipse. So this is something cloud related. I'm not sure about cloud because this is SAP Web ID. I have not worked on Web ID, but I've worked with Fiori application OData services. This works the same for this, but this developer end thing, I am not sure about it. So this is some architecture that is related to our basic understanding of how SAP works. Okay, so these are technology components. Like I said, SAP UI5 is based on your HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and you can develop web application and iOS. iOS means your iPhone or iPad related applications. Desktop, tablets, smartphones, tablets. By now you know, and you can retrieve business data at runtime using OData services. Okay, now this is something that we have talked about. So it is this last slide is not relevant to you. You can see it's a little bit into the coding. If you have basic knowledge of HTML, CSS, you might understand or relate to me. So in JavaScript, what we do is we code. With HTML. We perform. Uh, so HTML is like English language. You have the spaces, how the field should be there. Then in UI, uh, in CSS, Cascade Styling Sheet, it's a it's a language that helps us to define the layout of the screens, the color coding, the color combinations of it, the interactive, how to make your website interactive. So all this is basic knowledge for your uh, technical team. So there are SAP jQuery plugins, the read manager, the core models. This last slide, it's not relevant to you. I'm repeating it again. You can also change the themes. If you don't want blue color, you can make it yellow. It will take 15-20 minutes for your uh, SAP Fiori guy or the technical consultant to make the color changes or and for all these applications. Okay, so now comes the Fiori application architecture. It is same. It is same. Then thank you. Okay, so this is the last slide that I like the most to end the topic. You can ask any doubts if you want. If you have any doubts on any of the slides, here is my agenda. Yeah.
Hi,
Okay.
please. Actually, for SAP S/4HANA, we write a system for a certain amount of period. Right? Like
I couldn't understand. Can you repeat again?
just um, can you able to hear? Uh,
Yes.
yeah. For S/4HANA system, we buy the system for a certain amount of period, like 3 months or 4 months, by paying some amount. Like that, we have to pay some price for Fiori also, or we can anybody can access the Fiori system by pasting the URL in the web browser.
No, the credentials are same, right? I told you
Yes.
about the credentials. So the credentials that is in GUI will be the same for my Fiori.
Okay. So if someone have the access for S4 HANA system, they can access the Fiori, right?
Correct. S4 HANA is linked to Fiori directly via the web patcher application layer. So web patcher is nothing but your SAP NetWearer. So
Okay.
if you are using SAP GUI, you're using SAP NetWearer, you're using Fiori. So this is my user ID. This is the same user ID that I'm using here. All
Okay.
this is same. You don't have to move anywhere. You just can use it with Fiori, or you can directly go make it as a default. Where is that? Okay, make it as a default. Put star here. SAP log on. Fine. So
Okay.
whenever
So
whenever I'll open my bookmarks, I'll find it. Okay, trying to downloads. Anyways, yeah,
like for
here it is.
one time we have to go into the S4 HANA system and paste that the code called UI5. Then we can move on into the system that is
Correct,
related
correct,
to
correct,
NetWeaver, and we can bookmark it whenever we need. We can just open that one, right?
correct.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Any doubts? So I think today's session was very interactive. Everyone left. Okay. Fine. We can stop the recording.